Famcast Media, bitch.
Well, I got some amazing news for all of you. Well, I'm sad to say this, but Pride Month has officially came to an end. But don't worry, they'll be back next year. There's always next year, and I guarantee you next year is just going to get even gayer than it was this year. At least I can hope so. Well, I got a story that was sent to me by a couple people on TikTok. And let's just say Pride Month ended out with a bang. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, there's been a lot of, legislation passed against the LGBTQ community. I think just recently the Supreme Court, decided on a case about discrimination involving, Christians that don't want to serve members of the LGBT community. Now, across several states, there's been so much legislation passed aiming at, drag queens, trans people, gender-affirming care, hormones, puberty blockers, and, pretty much anything that's about queer people. Well, a group of people have decided to fight back against that, and those people are the furries. Now, I got a story for you guys, I'm about to read it for you right now. A group of gay furries has claimed responsibility for a series of hacker attacks on various government websites in 5 states that have enacted anti-trans legislation. The group, known as SiegeSec, has attacked websites for state and local governments in Nebraska, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Texas. The group most recently leaked data from the city of Fort Worth in Texas and promises to continue such attacks to call out what they see as the transphobic actions of government officials. The Guardian has confirmed the data's authenticity. The group encouraged readers to be gay, do crime on its website, while also heralding past attacks. So far, the group has claimed responsibility for attacks against the Nebraska Supreme Court, South Dakota Board of Commissions, Texas Behavioral Health Executive Council, Pennsylvania Provider Self-Services, and South Carolina's Justice Information Services. We have profoundly defaced the South Dakota Board's and Commission's website. We left little special messages across their site, the band of gay furries announced on its website. Unfortunately, they have now fixed the defacement since it seems South Dakota didn't appreciate our gift. We will offer gifts to someone else. We've hacked and leaked documents from the Nebraska Supreme Court intranet and South Carolina Criminal Justice Information Services. Fort Worth released a statement about their hack saying there had been no demand for ransom or use of ransomware identified with the attack and that no confidential data has been leaked. We can share with a high level of confidence that the method of access has been addressed. There is no lingering, unauthorized access to City of Fort Worth computer systems, the statement read. Additionally, there remains no indication that sensitive data is released. There has been no encryption or data loss of access to data or computing systems. Well, I will say, bravo to these furries. I don't know who these furries are, but, I'm glad they're shaking things up. Between, religious conservatives on the Supreme Court, taking away our rights and whatnot. Now, to compare, there were other groups that I know that have done hacking in the past. I think you had Anonymous, which is possibly the most well-known group out of all of them. And then you had LawSec, which basically were like trolling the hell out of everybody. And I mean, they were hacking corporations and whatnot, so. Now, just like Anonymous, SiegeSec, and LawSec, all 3 of these hacking organizations don't do anything maliciously. They don't install ransomware or spyware or anything like that. These are, I guess you can say, gray hackers. What they'll do is they'll hack, a computer system just to prove that they can access that information. And then they'll make it obvious that, they were hacked. So they're not out there trying to steal anyone's personal data or anything like that. So I seriously doubt anyone in this organization, planned on doing things, terrible. I don't condone any, theft of, financial information or anything like that. Now, it seems like these guys were just trolling, and from what it seems like, it's pretty successful. They did get the government to, take notice. And they do know that, possibly if these hackers are any good, they're probably going to do it again. Sometimes you gotta sit back, laugh, and troll the enemies from time to time, and that's exactly what SiegeSec is doing. After all this time, I never thought that, that the furries would ally themselves with the LGBTQ community. But the way I see it, since everyone is being attacked, whether it be metalheads, goths, queer people, furries, we all gotta stick together on this one, because, if they come after one of us, they're eventually gonna come after all of us. I mean, we already seen that time and time again where, religious conservatives, back when I was a kid, religious conservatives used to give out plausible deniability, saying, oh, well, we're not against this and we're not against that. We just disagree with the lifestyle. Now it seems like they're just going out saying, oh, we flat out hate these people and we want them to, 41 themselves. And the way I see it, we're all in this together. So to the furries out there, keep up the good work, troll the hell out of these religious conservatives, and make their lives a living fucking hell. Alright, you guys, it's gonna be a short video tonight. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. You guys stay safe, stay metal, hail Satan, have a gay day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.